Inhale love and exhale gratitude. Back in 1991-92, King Moshiach, also known as Lubavitcher Rebbe, for the first time in human history, publicly announced on numerous occasions that Mashiach and Geula are already here, and even instructed to compile his prophetic words into a book called Announcements of Redemption, the Surat Geula, and publicized it all over the world. So where was the grand party worldwide to celebrate the most happiest news ever to hit our planet? Could we miss this most important occasion, the purpose of the whole creation that the world was waiting for from the very beginning? The prophet of the generation already foresaw such scenario, and in that same year he warned us that these vital matters are challenging for many people and gave us the reasons for such difficulty. Here is a very short synopsis of this explanation by renowned Lubavitcher Hasid, Rabbi Wolf.
Powerful paragraph. He says, and this includes, and it's simple that it includes, that it should come to an end all the concealments and all the blockages. Exile causes so much deep psychological concealments and blockages, which exile brings, he says, all kinds of questions regarding the redemption and regarding Mashiach. I think this is a very powerful line. The Rebbe already hinted to us who he is and what it's all about and so on and so forth. And yet everybody has questions. If he's Mashiach, and if this is this, then how can it be like this? And how can it be like that? And how can? Everybody with questions. So the Rebbe is saying that's because you're all stuck in darkness. And the reason for that is he says these words. Because this comes from the exile. Because we were born in exile. And we grew up in exile. And therefore we are exiled people. Our consciousness is an exiled consciousness. God forbid. But he says that's the situation. And as a result of that, we're thinking exile, and we're living in it with blindfold, with concealment. And because of that, we have all the questions. The truth is, if we would only lift our eyes up a tiny bit higher and see truth for what it is, then we would see clarity. We would see the clarity of the redemption. We would see the clarity of Mashiach Tzidkenu, of the Redeemer, that he's here with us already, like the Rebbe said last week. He's already here, just that we don't see it. Because we're busy with our, we're trying to end, we're examining a Mashiach world from the vantage point of exile, from within the exile, with the glasses of exile, with the lens of exile. And that doesn't work too well. So all of this he's hoping will be nullified, will come to an end, and will be flipped over through true tshuva, in which each and every one of us will reveal our soul. And we will then we will look out into reality from the eyes of our soul, not the eyes of our body, and we'll see all the questions dissipate. We'll have clarity. Because our soul is really above the exile. And our soul is, in its essence, is in a state of peace. But we are alienated from our own soul. So the blockages that are separating us from our soul should disappear. And we should come to that inner peace and that inner tranquility, which is something of the future. And all of this should happen instantly, he says. There's no reason for this dragging on. Obviously, there's something that's blocking. But the Rebbe is saying that, but this doesn't make sense. We should pop out of it. We should just kind of just snap. So what did he say? Snap out of it instantly. And as soon as there's in other words, the work has been done already. So all it really takes is that we should snap out of the darkness.
According to King Moshiach, Lubavitcher Rebbe, learning Torah topics of Mashiach and redemption can finally wake you up from your dream of galut and switch your exile duplicity mindset to redemption Geula unity consciousness. In that same year, 1991, he also announced his joyful redemption recipe. Geula, redemption, is related to Gilui, revelation, of God within Gola, exile. For God to achieve this goal, He needs every living Jew to gratefully acknowledge, that is, agree and desire at will, and proclaim that not only has the time for your redemption arrived, but that the redemption is actually here, literally speaking. Since Geula depends on and comes through your effort, dare to share, because according to King Moshiach, when you publicize the prophetic announcement of redemption with the attitude of gratitude, you internalize on deepest level of your soul, called Yehidah, and thereby revealing your essence, your internal Mashiach. And that helps you to snap out of your dream of galut instantly. To do that, I created Toda Today for Geula group, to which you can subscribe in the links provided in the description of the video. תודה לך על גאולה האמיתית והשלמה, על הבריאות והשירות ועל שלום בכל עולם, על הבריאות והשירות ועל שלום בכל עולם. Thank you for true, complete redemption. Thank you for health and wealth, no tension, total abundance overall, and for the peaceful, blissful world. Total abundance overall, and for the peaceful, blissful world.